Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things emo scene and everything in between. Today I'm back and I'm talking to you guys about what it's like to be bullied into being normal. This is something that I definitely feel like I've had experiences with in my life, and also other people have definitely experienced in their life, and a lot of my friends have. But basically it's the idea of just like us dressing alternative and stuff, and people trying to bully us or make us like change and assimilate into dressing more like them, aka more normal or something that's not seen as alternative. And a lot of people have different experiences with this. So I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that and tell you a little bit about my experiences and some of the stuff that I've seen other people that are emo scene, alternative in general, just like deal with as they're going through life. I feel like a good bit of you guys comment on my videos and tell me about how you like to dress emo scene, but you know, so-and-so won't approve, or maybe your friends, or just anything. I know a lot of you get bullied for dressing this way. And I want you to know, just first off, like, I also get bullied for dressing this way, like, all the time. It's very much a common thing for me to, you know, receive some sort of, like, weird backlash, even when I go in public, or I'm just, like, getting my groceries even, like, weird encounters and stuff based on how I look. And just like weird comments and things like that. It's a lot different though whenever you're in school, when you're younger and you're just experimenting with your style and you're new to this and you're just trying to figure out what it is that you want to do in the way that you dress, and you're figuring out things, and people are bullying you and making you feel bad and also making you question whether or not you should be dressing this way. And oftentimes at that point, a lot of people go back to dressing like maybe a little bit more normal compared to what they dress as whenever they're alternative. And I really do use the term normal loosely because I realize that a lot of people, like, their normal is different, but I'm referring to what people would consider to be like an okay outfit, and like they would not receive any sort of attention out of the ordinary from people if they went in public. So like, I don't know, your average Joe going into Walmart, like literally anybody that's dressing like relatively normal in a way that's not like drawing any attention to them based on their style. That's what I'm referring to as being like normal, as it's not drawing attention really, it's just kind of there. But obviously our fashion draws a lot of attention to us, and a lot of that can be negative attention. And so unfortunately, when you get bullied, people want to go ahead and maybe change out of their style, and that's not uncommon. You're not alone in that. Like, a lot of people end up doing it, including me. While I have always dressed some sort of emo scene alternative version of myself since I was like 10 years old and going up, since I've always done that, especially since middle school. I will say that there were periods in my time when I was just dressing a little bit more normal than I normally would. I wouldn't have like my hair be colored. I would just have like normal colored hair. So it'd be brown or blonde. It wouldn't have any like blue or anything fun going on with it. There wasn't layers. I wasn't teasing it. I wouldn't wear black lipstick or heavy makeup or any like excessive eyeliner. It was just basic eyeliner. And I wasn't wearing any accessories. Like, for instance, I'm wearing a Gur candy necklace right now, and you know, just candy bracelets and things. And I wouldn't be wearing these things when I was trying to basically be approved by the public. I was wearing things that did not draw attention to myself. I was dressing very bland, and I wasn't taking a lot of exciting, you know, steps when it came to fashion, as far as maybe, you know, adventuring out of what was just considered to be like basic and agreeable by everybody. It's crazy to think that I've always enjoyed dressing this way, but there was a point in my life when I would literally not do it because of the fact that I was getting bullied so heavily. I was getting like weird comments from people that I went to school with, and it was making me incredibly insecure. I was already dealing with a lot when it came to my mental health, so it definitely wasn't helping me there. And then even teachers would treat me different. Like, I definitely feel like teachers would give me weird looks. I would get like weird comments on my assignments if in any way, shape, or form they didn't like seem normal. I don't even know. I also feel like I would get a lot of just like weird like grades from teachers. I feel like I did better in online classes where they didn't have to physically see me and they couldn't see the way that I dress, versus other classes that were in person when I was dressing this way. And I also feel like whenever I dressed more normal, I did better in my classes. Like, my professors or my teachers kind of received me better. And I think that that's really interesting because, one, it's just flat out discrimination based on looks. And two, it did have an effect on me as far as like my actual life. Like, my grades mattered to me. My school had to matter to me. And also just like my mental health. Like, no one wants to go to school where it's supposed to be an environment where you're learning and they feel like they're being attacked every day. Or like go out into public and just be trying to run your errands and it feel like a threat to be out there. A lot of the creators that you love on the internet have also gone through periods of time whenever they wouldn't dress the way that you see them now. And it's because they didn't feel safe or comfortable doing it in the environments that they were in. For work especially, a lot of people, they can't have colored hair, they can't have piercings, they can't have any, excessive accessories or anything like that. And so as a result, like they have to dress a little bit more normal. If you're in an office space, you definitely have to do that. They will not let you dress like this and go into work. And there's just a lot of other environments too where you're just not able to dress this way. Even like in your household, maybe your parents won't let you, and so as a result you don't really have a choice. And it's okay. Those periods of time are normal. Like, you're not always going to be at a point when you're able to express yourself fully, even though you should always be. That's just not the case, because there is a lot of control that people want to have over us. And so I feel like a lot of times we're not able to fully express ourselves until we get older and are in an environment whenever we're not being around people that are like discouraging of our looks or discouraging of the way we want to dress or be perceived by the world. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to touch on this as kind of being a thing that does happen in the community a lot. I feel like I really do see a good bit of people that have to maybe dress a certain type of way in order to appease other people, and they don't get to fully express themselves like this. But I just wanted to come on here and, let you know that that's just part of the human experience, and that again, it's just kind of one of the journeys that we go through as far as with our style when it comes to, presenting this to the outside world and people just kind of seeing you as being alternative. It can be a lot. But yeah, if you are getting bullied for how you look, just know that it does get better. When you do get older, people do not care. I mean, you may get weird looks and stuff, but you generally will not care when you get older. Like, it just doesn't even faze you when you get older. So just hold on, know that it does get better, and that if you do have to dress a certain type of way that maybe isn't authentic to you and doesn't feel like you're fully expressing yourself, that is okay, and that there will come a time when you totally are able to. So just keep your head up. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to touch on this a little bit, but I am going to go ahead and head on out. If you like videos like this, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I post. Also, make sure that you leave a like on this video and comment below letting me know. Have you ever experienced this? Like, have you been bullied out of being in your style? I'm definitely curious to know if you get bullied for how you dress, or if maybe you've changed the way that you dress because of getting bullied. Definitely tell me below. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. Remember to stay safe, make good choices, and remember that you're awesome. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.